Hello everyone, in this video we'll be discussing about the prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. As you know, prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell is various characteristics. So in this video we'll be discussing in detail about prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell with example. So cell is structural and functional unit of life. Every living thing comes from these cells. So cells are structural and functional unit of life. So all living organisms are made up of the cells, and the cells are broadly classified into two: prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell. When discuss about the prokaryotic cells are simple, primitive cell and lack of true nucleus and membrane organelles. So in prokaryotic cell, the cell is simple and the cell is primitive, and these cells have no true nucleus, and the organelles have no bonded by the membranes. The organelles are normally simply found within the cytoplasm. The example of this cell, like the bacteria, archaea, cyanobacteria, an example of the prokaryotic cell. When we discuss about the structural characteristics, the prokaryotic cell size, number one, cell size, very small. Normally the size is 0.5 up to 5 micrometer. When discuss about cell wall, the prokaryotic cell have the cell wall usually present, but not all of the prokaryotic cell have the cell wall made of the peptidoglycan. The cell wall of the prokaryotic cell is made from the peptidoglycan, for example, in bacteria, and this cell wall gives the shape and protection. The main role of the cell wall gives shape and protection for the cell. And the other one is plasma membrane. Also, this present in prokaryotic cell. The plasma membrane or cell membrane were present, this one, and control the movement of substance in and out of the cell. So plasma membrane or cell membrane, the main role of this, controlling the movement of molecule from the cell and out of the cell. So have the this function of the plasma membrane. When discuss about this the organelles or the structures from this image, as you see, this one the flagella, and this one the plasmid, and this one capsule that are found out of the cell, and there is a cell wall that's made from the peptidoglycan, and the other one is plasma membrane that's found next to the cell wall. So the organelles are seems like this that are found on the bacteria cell. This one is also the pillars. This one the pillars that attach the structure or the hosts when the bacteria is found, attach with or helps to the conjugation. So the structure of the prokaryotic cell seems like this. The other one, cytoplasm. The cytoplasm of these prokaryotic cell have the jelly-like substances. Within the cytoplasm, there is jelly-like substance. No membrane bonded organelles. Within the cytoplasm, there is no membrane bonded organelles. The genetic material and the other organelles are found freely in the cytoplasm. The other one, a nucleoid region containing the circular and naked DNA. The DNA is circular, and the DNA also normally visible or naked within the cytoplasm, not surrounded by the nuclear membrane. When discuss about the ribosome also found within the prokaryotic cell. The prokaryotic cell of the ribosome have the 70th ribosome, means when the ribosome centrifuge and the sedimentation that have the 70th times or the 70th ribosome have available in this prokaryotic cell. This ribosome helps to preparation of the protein or helps to the protein synthesis. The other one is plasmid. Within the prokaryotic cell, specifically in the bacteria cell, have the plasmid that have the DNA molecule and carry antibiotic resistant genes. The main role of the plasmid that have or that carry the antibiotic resistant gene. And the other one is flagella. Flagella means hairs that helps to movement. So flagella helps to movement of the bacteria or the prokaryotic cell. The other one, pili. This pili helps to attach in conjugation of the cell with the host cells. So this the structure that is attaching with the hosts by the pilis. So the pilis helps to attach or conjugate with the hosts. This is pili. Function of the prokaryotic cell of the organelles. The first one is rapid reproduction by binary fusion. So these characteristics or the main function of these prokaryotic cell or organelles, rapid reproduction by binary fusion. Their reproduction are binary fusion, means the organism or the cell divided by into two sides or into two equal size. That is binary fusion, specifically observed in bacteria, and have the high metabolic diversity. The diversity of the metabolic is high, and the other one is important in nutrient cycle and fermentation, disease, and biotechnology. For example, the plasmid helps for various biotechnology activity. The other category of the cells, which is known as eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells are complex cells with true nucleus and membrane-bonded organelles. This is the opposite of prokaryotic cell. The prokaryotic cells have no true nucleus and membrane organelles, and the eukaryotic cell have the true nucleus and membrane organelles. For example, animal cell, plant cell, fungi, protista or protists have the true nucleus and membrane organelles. When you see the structural characteristics, the first one is cell size. When you see the cell size is larger than when compared with the prokaryotic cell, that is 10 up to 100 micrometer, and the cell wall present in plant cell made from the cellulose, and fungi also present, and this fungi cell is made from the chitin. This cell wall has an absent in animal cell. In animal cell there is no the cell wall. When see the plasma membrane also present in eukaryotic cell, that is found on eukaryotic cell, and this plasma membrane also membrane helps us to selective permeability, means that control the entering and outing of the molecule of the cell into and out of the cell is controlled by the plasma membrane or cell membrane. When see the membrane bonded organelles, the first one is nucleus. The nucleus have the double membrane. The double membrane, which is known as nuclear envelope, contain linear DNA, so that is histone protein, control cell activity. This nucleus helps us to control all activity of the cell. The other one is mitochondria. The other name also the mitochondria, which is known as powerhouse of the cell, that helps us to preparation of ATP, and these mitochondria have their own DNA molecule. The other membrane bonded organelles, which is known as endoplasmic reticulum or ER. This endoplasmic reticulum can be classified into two: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum helps us to protein scientists, that helps us to protein preparation, and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps us to lipid synthesis and detoxification of toxic substances. So the smooth endoplasmic reticulum have their these roles, and the rough endoplasmic reticulum also have the protein synthesis. The other one is Golgi apparatus. This Golgi apparatus helps to modify, package, and secrete of protein. So this Golgi apparatus have the double membrane and also have the these roles. The other one is lysosome. This lysosome have the enzyme. So this enzyme helps us to digest waste materials, mostly found within the cell, animal cell. The other one is ribosome. The ribosome is 80S ribosome, larger than prokaryotic. So the eukaryotic ribosome have 80S. So this is greater than prokaryotic cell. The other one, chloroplasts, that's found only in the plant cell. The chloroplasts are found only in plant cell. So site of photosynthesis, because chloroplasts have the chlorophyll pigment. This chloroplast absorb sunlight, and this sunlight energy helps us to dissociate the water molecule to hydrogen and oxygen, and the hydrogen molecule bend with carbon dioxide and change into the glucose, and oxygen molecule remove into as the byproduct by the plant cells. So the chloroplast also found in plant cell. The other one, vacuole, large central vacuole found in plant cell. We can see from this image, this is a vacuole, and this vacuole helps to store and maintain target pressure. When you see these images, there is a large vacuole. This is a large vacuole, so this helps us to target pressure. And this one, a chloroplast. Within the chloroplast, there is a chlorophyll pigment. So this chlorophyll pigment that absorbs sunlight, and this sunlight energy helps us to dissociate water molecule and change into hydrogen and oxygen molecule. So this is a chloroplast, and this is the nucleus that's bounded by the double membrane, and this is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Around here is there is smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the others. When you see the function of the eukaryotic cell, the organelles of the eukaryotic cells have the specialized cellular activity and multicellular activity, and the organelles or eukaryotic cells are have the sexual and asexual reproduction, mainly the mitosis and meiosis. We can see the difference between the prokaryotic and eukaryotic using this table. From this, there is a feature, and there is a prokaryotic, and the last there is eukaryotic. When see nucleus in prokaryotic absent, and eukaryotic there is nucleus or present. When see the DNA is in prokaryotic is circular and naked, and eukaryotic is linear with histone molecule or protein. The other one is organelle. The organelle absent in prokaryotic, and eukaryotic present means mainly with membrane bonded organelle. Ribosome also in prokaryotic is 70S and eukaryotic is 80S. Cell size, when see cell size of the prokaryotic small when compared with eukaryotic, and this one larger when compared with prokaryotic. Cell wall peptidoglycan made from the peptidoglycan, basically from that's bacteria. And eukaryotic there is a cellulose, basically plant cell made from cellulose. The cell wall of the plant cell is made from the cellulose, and the fungi made from the chitin, and animal cell absent. Some of the eukaryotic have the cell wall and some of absent. When TD division, the division of the prokaryotic is binary fission, and the eukaryotes have the mitosis and meiosis. When see the example like the bacteria, example for prokaryotic cell, and the eukaryotic cell like plant cell, animal cell, fungi, and others. In short, the prokaryotic and eukaryotic seems like this. Thank you very much for attending this video. Thank you.